In today's episode, we step deep inside the recycling operations of American monster truck units to their complete transformation into refined industrial steel. Welcome to Factory Founder, where we uncover the hidden world of manufacturing, recycling, and extreme industrial processes that power modern infrastructure behind the scenes.
In the vast silence of industrial outskirts where the horizon is broken only by cranes, steel structures, and endless yards of machinery, a monumental transformation begins. What you are about to witness is not destruction alone. It is the complete engineered rebirth of some of the most extreme off-road machines ever built. The American monster truck. These machines once dominated arenas, crushed cars beneath their towering tires, and represented the peak of mechanical aggression and engineering spectacle. But here, in this vast open recycling facility, even giants must return to their raw elements. The process begins at the gates. Massive transport trailers arrive one after another, each carrying a rusted American monster truck. Even in their retired state, they remain visually overwhelming. Their lifted suspension systems still stretch high above the trailer decks. Oversized tires, once built for crushing obstacles, now sit cracked, weathered, and silent. Reinforced tubular frames and roll cage structures are visible beneath faded and corroded body shells. These are not ordinary vehicles. Every inch of their design speaks of extreme stress, extreme performance, and extreme engineering. As the vehicles enter the facility, the first stage of industrial transformation begins: intake and measurement. Each transport unit is guided onto a weighbridge system embedded into the ground. The entire mass of the American monster truck is recorded with precision. This is not just data collection. It is the first step in decoding the physical history of each machine. Every pound tells a story of reinforcement, modification, fatigue, and industrial design evolution. Once weighed, the vehicles move into documentation and classification. Here, inspectors evaluate each American monster truck in detail. Hazardous materials are identified immediately. Fuel residues still remain trapped in aging tanks. Hydraulic systems retain pressurized fluids. Coolant lines show signs of degradation. Battery units, both lead-acid and lithium-based, are flagged for safe removal. Every risk is categorized before dismantling begins. These machines were never designed for gentle use. Their frames are thick, reinforced, and overbuilt for impact. Yet years of stress have left fractures, corrosion, and fatigue points across chassis beams and suspension mounts. Hazard tags are then applied across the vehicle. Bright markers identify fuel zones, hydraulic pressure lines, electrical systems, and unstable structural sections. The next stage is fluid removal, one of the most critical safety operations. Each American monster truck undergoes complete depollution. Fuel is extracted through sealed vacuum systems. Engine oil is drained into containment units. Coolant fluids are removed and stored separately. Hydraulic systems, which once powered massive suspension travel and landing impacts, are carefully depressurized. Even brake systems are evacuated to ensure zero residual pressure. Every fluid is treated as a hazardous industrial material.
The toll went out line, did her? Did that us will? It didn't go down and then put different time for the entire time. All right, easy now. Watch that cable. Just a little to the left. Perfect. Set it down. Got it.
Nothing is left uncontrolled. Once the vehicles are safe, disassembly begins. The first major extraction is the engine. The engine of an American monster truck is not a standard automotive component. It is an oversized, reinforced power unit designed for extreme torque output and repeated shock loads.
Hold it there. Take it slow. Watch the cables. Coming down now.
Chains are secured to reinforced mounting points, and the engine is slowly lifted from the chassis. As it rises, oil drips from connection points, revealing the internal complexity of the drivetrain architecture beneath. Next comes the drivetrain and transmission systems. These components form the mechanical backbone of the American monster truck. Transmission units, drive shafts, and differential assemblies are carefully detached using hydraulic supports. Each piece is massive, built for endurance under extreme stress. The removal reveals the skeletal structure of the truck, its reinforced frame rails, suspension geometry, and load-bearing architecture.
Needs a yellow tag. Check the casing for cracks. Roger that.
Each component is designed to absorb extreme impact forces, yet here they are carefully disassembled and lowered to the ground. Without wheels and axles, the American monster truck transforms into a towering skeletal frame of industrial steel. Hydraulic systems are then dismantled. These systems once controlled suspension, compression, steering support, and stability during extreme motion. Thick hydraulic lines are disconnected, and residual fluid is safely extracted. The complexity of routing inside the chassis reveals just how advanced these machines were. Cutting begins. Hydraulic shears descend onto thick steel beams. Oxy-fuel torches slice through reinforced joints. Plasma cutters carve through high-density structural steel. Sparks fly across the yard as the massive frame is divided into manageable sections. Even in fragmentation, the engineering strength of the American monster truck remains visible in every beam and joint.
Set the brake. Activating the shear now. Steel is buckling. Hold it there. Perfect. Check the marks. Let's make sure it's dead center.
These sections are then transported to crushing systems. Here, immense hydraulic pressure compresses the steel into dense blocks. The material is then fed into shredders, where rotating hammers break it down further into fragments. From chaos emerges classification. These materials then enter refining. Steel fragments are transported into industrial furnaces. Inside, they are melted at extreme temperatures. The solid structure dissolves into molten metal, glowing orange and yellow as it transforms into raw industrial fluid. Impurities rise to the surface as slag and are removed.
The temperature is holding steady. Looks like a good pour.
The molten steel is then cast into molds. Here, the material from American monster trucks is reborn as standardized industrial billets and slabs. Once cooled, these become new raw materials for construction, manufacturing, and engineering industries worldwide. But the process does not end there. These billets are machined, refined, and cut into precise dimensions.
Set up the next block. Checking the precision levels here. Status is good. Continue machining.
They are tested for quality, certified, and bundled for transport. Each piece carries traceability proof that it originated from high-performance industrial machinery. Finally, the material is dispatched. Transport trucks carry the refined steel away from the facility, entering global supply chains where it will be reused in entirely new industries. Construction, infrastructure, manufacturing. New systems are built from the remains of the old. And then, the system resets. The facility is cleaned, machines are maintained, and processing lines are prepared for the next cycle. The recycling operation is not a single event. It is a continuous loop, a circular industrial system where nothing is wasted and everything is transformed. In the end, what was once an American monster truck, built for power, destruction, and spectacle, becomes something entirely different.